Hi friends, this is Kalyan from Parivartan. Today we will discuss suggested articles for 16th December from Hindu, Indian Express and Times of India. The first article is about cabinet nod for bill making instant triple talaq a crime. This bill makes any Muslim man resorting to instant triple talaq to be jailed up to 3 years. So this is about women empowerment and gender justice. So the next article is about VVPAT, voter verifiable paper audit trial. What is this? There has been fear that, for example, if Aam Aadmi Party, Congress and BJP are standing in an elections, no matter which button you press, they will all land to, for example, BJP. This is a fear that has been created on EVMs. What this VVPAT will do is, whenever you vote for, for example, if you vote for app, it will give you a slip saying that you have voted for app, and the vote will be going to app only, so that EVMs will get legitimacy. So this is an important reform so that doubts on EVMs will be removed. Coming to next page, National Green Tribunal once again bans plastic use in Haridwar, Rishikesh to save Ganga. So this is a good step in the right direction. So the National Green Tribunal works on principle of natural justice. That is the one important point you have to remember for your prelims and mains. So the next article is Karnataka High Court strikes down rules on stringent tobacco pack warning. India is one of the few countries where pictorial warning is more than 80%. So it helps reduce smoking. It has been proved in theory and practice from many other countries. So tobacco is the largest killer. Every third adult in India consumes some form of tobacco. So you can use this point in essay and when it relates to health matters. The next article is about Ken Betwa project. So it's a river interlinking project. It involves Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Try to remember they are the tributaries of Yamuna. It goes through Panna Tiger Reserve. Remember, Tiger Reserves is an important prelims question every year. So try to remember Tiger Reserves. Also, direct prelims question have been asked on the same topic. I hope you are able to see the question. And the last point is tanneries. In the same pages, tanneries are the biggest source of industrial pollution in Ganga. So a new treatment plan is being set up in Kanpur to reduce river pollution. Next article is make offices accessible to disabled. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ordered that the right to dignity of the disabled should be upheld, and all public services should be accessible to the differently abled persons by June 2019. Here you can remember Accessible India campaign or Sugamaya Bharat Abhiyan. So whenever you can write something about PWD or persons with disabilities, please make sure that you use this government scheme. So what are the targets of this scheme? You can link it with sustainable developmental goals. Coming to editorial page, the first article is a closer look at the lines. This is about India China. See, the Chinese foreign minister has said that Indian troops are illegally crossing China's border. Also, it wants India to come abroad to Belt and Road Initiative. The crux of the article in my understanding is this. See, we have to take a stand somewhere, and we have to make sure that China understands that this is our stand and the border issues or any other issue. So as long as India doesn't proactively take a stand, the Chinese are dictating the terms. They are making us waste our energy on all directions. See, for example, from Doklam to Sri Lanka, Maldives, Nepal, China's expansion has been huge in all directions, and we should strengthen our existing relationships rather than fighting the new ones. This is the crux of the article. However, coming to IR, I will suggest that articles from Suhasini Haidar and Raja Mohan of Indian Express are more useful for our mains exam rather than all these articles, because IR in the long term is a story, continuation of a story, and the various dimensions of a particular point. The next article is changed priorities. This article is about the recently issued ordinance of amending the insolvency and bankruptcy code. The author argues that the government is shifting from recovery of bad loans to selling the assets to defaulting corporates. She gives few examples about the big corporates evading paying the bank loans. The next two articles are editorials. The first one is about TB, where recently government has decided to give 500 rupees to all the 35 lakh diagnosed TB patients and how is it related to malnourishment. The next article is about stalemate at WTO. It's about the peace clause where cannot lodge cases against developing countries like India when they are providing subsidies, and also discusses why countries like America can play a more vital role in resolving the issues at multilateral forums. The next article is about cyber security. It's an interview. So one key point we have to learn is that India needs to worry about its critical infrastructure. Also, there are few takeaway points for essay. For example, every 40 seconds a computer is hacked. More than $430 billion losses are caused due to malware and these malicious applications. Okay, what is Indian government doing about this? Okay, so they have signed a memorandum of understanding with CERT, Computer Emergency Response Team. Okay, also try to find about National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. Okay, Cyber Swachhata Kendra, because last year there has been a prelims question about CERT directly. Coming to business page, we have this export surge where trade deficit widens. All you have to learn is what is trade deficit. Okay, so the next article is government decided to return merchant discount rate. What is merchant discount rate? It is a tax or a rate payable by the merchants to the banks when payment is made at the merchant point of sale. So by removing this or reimbursing the banks about MDR, government is boosting digital India and cashless payments. Okay, yesterday we have seen World Inequality Index. Lucas Chancel and Thomas Piketty have created this index. He says that bottom 50% of India still don't have access to good quality education, health or transport. This can be a valuable input for policy making. And the next article is about soldiers. This is from Indian Express. Today is Vijay Divas, which marks the 46th anniversary of India's victory over Pakistan in relation to Bangladesh war in 1971. So this is a key event in post-independence India. So this will be useful in post-independence topic. Also, are we doing enough for our armed forces and their families? The author says that they are facing issues related to pension, educational concessions, and also widows of the war heroes are facing problems. All these we have to sort out. That will be the true tribute to the heroes. And the last article of the day is about price control. The government is relying on price control medicines and medical devices. The author says that this will discourage investment and research and development. So this article is from Times of India. We sincerely hope that we are adding value to your preparations. Please give us your valuable suggestions and comments so that we can help you in a much better way. Thank you for your time. Thank you.